Hi guys, welcome to As Simple as Possible. Today we are going to discuss subsequent events, which is ISA 560. What are subsequent events? The date when the financial statements are prepared, the end date from that period to the date of auditor's report. Suppose our financial statements are from the period 31st April 2021 to 31st March 2022. So the date of period end is 31st March 2022 and the date of auditor report is suppose 39 2022. So the events between these two are the subsequent events. Second, the facts discovered after date of auditor's report, which can be suppose the date of auditor's report is 39, it can be 1st October, 31st October. Any date after 39 will also be considered as subsequent event. Any event after this date, 39 2022. After 39 2022 will be considered subsequent event. So there are two types of subsequent events. The one that we have before the auditor's report date, but after the period end, and the one that we have after the date of auditor's report. The events can be divided into two types, adjusting event and non-adjusting event. Adjusting event that have an effect on the financial statements, non-adjusting event that do not have an effect on the financial statements, that are not material enough to affect us. So now we can divide into three columns. End of reporting period, date of authorization of financial statements and auditor's report, and financial statements issued. Suppose we have a timeline. On this date, our reporting, which is 31st March 2022. On this date, if any event happens, we have the option of amending the financial statements, right? Because the reporting period has ended, but the financial statements have not been fixed. So we can amend the financial statement or modify the auditor's report because auditor's report has also not been made yet. But in this period, the date of authorization of financial statement and auditor report, financial statement and auditor report both have been prepared. Then we have to discuss with management because from here starts the subsequent events. When the reporting period ends, after that, if anything is happening, after the finalization of financial statements and auditor report, after the finalization of financial statements, only there starts the subsequent events. So after that, when the financial statements have been authorized, and between the auditor report's date, there are subsequent events for which the auditor has to discuss with management. If we can amend the balance sheet, we must amend the balance sheet. If we and issue a new auditor report, auditor has to modify, take steps to prevent reliance. The last option he is left with is to take steps to prevent reliance on his auditor's report, which is for which he has to seek legal advice. He has the option to resign and speak at AGM, which is annual general meeting. Now, here is the date when the financial statements have been issued. Here, the date of authorization of financial statements is there, and here the financial statements have been issued. Now, we don't have the option to amend the balance sheet. So, here we can discuss with management, review the financial statements, and issue new auditor report. The only option we have here is issue a new auditor report, including the emphasis of matter paragraph or other matter paragraph referring to a note, or the last option that we have is to take steps to prevent reliance on auditor's report. We can speak at AGM, we can resign, and we can seek legal advice. All these three steps we can perform. So subsequent events is a very conceptual topic. It's not very difficult. It seems difficult, but actually when you understand, it's very simple. All the events that are happening after the financial period ends and between the date of auditor's report are subsequent events. Secondly, after the auditor's report, also it's a subsequent event. Adjusting events that have an effect on financial statements, non-adjusting events that do not have an effect on financial statements. First is end of reporting period. If it's the end, then we can amend the financial statements or modify the auditor's report because we have the option to do that. The auditor's report is also not been made yet, and financial statements have also not been fixed yet. Here we have the date of authorization of financial statement and auditor report. So we can discuss with the management, amend the balance sheet, and issue new auditor report. Or the last step, the big step that we have is to seek legal advice, speak at AGM, and resign from this place. Financial statements, if they have been issued, then we don't have the option to modify the financial statements. All we can do is modify the auditor's report, that is, issue a new auditor report, including the emphasis of matter paragraph and other matter paragraph referring to a note. We can discuss with the management, we can review the financial statements, that what effect it has on our financial statements. And the last one, that we can take reliance on prevent reliance on auditor's report by speaking at AGM, resigning, and seeking legal advice. So that was all about this video. I hope you like the video. Please do comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And thanks for watching.